Manchester United have just beaten Leicester City 5-2. First game after Erik ten Hag's been sacked. First game under Ruud van Nistelrooy as interim manager. And yes, what a great offensive performance it was today from Manchester United. We needed some good entertainment there. We looked very sharp and, big positives to take out of that game. But there's other things to be said, though. Like, the players gave a big performance there. Players they played with a big smile on their face today. Players like Rashford was the best, we've seen him in ages. He was taking players on really nicely, looked very sharp, looked happy to be playing there. Garnacho, always looking good, though, to be fair. Garnacho's always looking good. I thought, Ugarte looked the happiest he's been since he's been playing at Manchester United. Casemiro, he looked very sharp today, sharper than ever. So, it's good to see Bruno Fernandes. He's literally up so much class today compared to all of the other games we've had. But I think there's going to be loads of people after this result saying that Ten Hag was very clearly the problem. But I think the thing is with some of the players we got, they can switch it on for a bit, and then they can switch off. And we've seen it before. So look, we're all absolutely delighted about this one. Of course, 5 goals today we scored. 4 in the first half. Unbelievable stuff offensively. We were much better defensively in the second half as well. But, we conceded 2 goals because we were just too busy being offensive. And, that's been an issue with us recently. We've been struggling to score goals. And today, getting 5 and 4 in the first half is, it's a big improvement. And it's very good positive signs to see. But the strange thing is, though, is that how our players, especially some of them, but, some don't, some do. Some of them, like, Bruno, for example, Casemiro, Rashford, they can switch it on for another manager. But for another one, they play like they can't be arsed. And that is the strange thing for me, in my opinion. That is the strange thing. They can be playing, one day, once the manager gets sacked, and that is what we usually do get at United. Once the manager gets sacked, all the players seem more happy, but then eventually over time, we always end up kind of falling off a bit, like we've seen what's happened over the years. And that's the strange thing, because we've known, and we can see as well, we can play some great quality football, and that showed today. We can play some great quality football, but where was that where's that been in the whole Premier League season, though? Where's that been this season in the Premier League? Where's a performance like that been? And I feel like a lot of it is down to a player mentality thing. We've seen the sign language of what they were all like when they were playing a few weeks ago compared to today. And yes, a fresh start is great, of course. But, eventually when Almarim comes in, I think we're going to start playing well. But, we can't have the players, start to slip off and then suddenly be playing with frowns on their face. We need them to keep up a good mentality, something that we've seen today. Because when we play with a good mentality, look at what we can do. It showed today. And, coming out of today's game, we would have been able to tell a lot. And I feel like a lot of this, a lot of the performance today came out from the player mentality. When we want to play when we want to play well, we do. But when players play with frowns on their face and can't be asked, that's when it doesn't work out. But today, everyone was happy, and we had a great offensive performance, scoring 5 goals. And it was very entertaining for us fans to watch. It really, really was. We need this throughout Amorim's reign at Manchester United, and we need it to be a success. We need Ruben Amorim to bring us back to glory. Let's hope he's the man, and let's hope that the players play well under him and that the players do fully unite. That's what we need to hope, because look at what we can do when the players fully have their mind on the game and want to play well and really show they want it. That's what we get. But when they don't, and it's very clear to see, from the player sign language, when they want it and when they don't want it. And that's the big thing. If we start to slip off at like later on in the season, and the players look all moany and can't be asked, it's like, there'll be more questions asked because, how come we're able to do this, but then other times, we can't. So it's a big thing, seeing that a big issue in this club is player mentality. And the mentality looked great today, but who knows when it's gonna fully. Who knows if it could slip off again, though? Because that's the thing. We've seen it before. We've been playing really happy with good momentum. Then eventually the player mentality all drops and everything's low again. We can't have that. We can't accept that. So, what we need at Manchester United is we need more players like an Alejandro Garnacho, like Kobe Mainoo, like Lisandro Martinez. Players who put their all in every single week and are happy to play for the club and always give their all. Players like Rashford who, like to turn it on sometimes. And, what a player he is when he does. We always need a performance like that from him. But if he wants to be playing, like, if he wants to be in a bad mood at times when he plays, you need to get rid of players like that, because we need players in this club with good mentality for the whole season and every season. Don't turn it on and off. We always need you on it. And that's the thing. We need players like how they've been playing today to always, throughout when Amorim's at the club, to always be playing well, to always have a good, positive mentality. Because we can do well offensively. We can score goals. So that's the thing. I just feel like players throw managers under the bus. And we can't have that when Amorim comes in. And, I've seen people saying, oh, yeah, let's appoint Ruud. I mean, I think Ruud's a good guy to have around the club. 100% he is. I think you never know. Ruud could do well if Amorim wants to bring him in to work with him, as like an assistant manager or have like another role. That could be cool, because I think Ruud when Ruud's got a good mentality players with him, he can get a lot of good things out of them. So Amorim could possibly give him a role. You never know. Club legend as well. So I've always said it. I don't think club legends can be full on manager, but I think club legends can have a good role and a good influence on players in the club. But Amorim's got to be the manager. 100%. Let's not turn our back on it now. Amorim is the man. He's got a good tactical brain. And apparently, from what we've seen as well, he's able to adapt well to players. He makes players adapt to him. That's what we need. And we need Amorim to get a good mentality out to the players. And we need the players to be able to work with him as well. That's the big thing. The players need to work with the manager. The players need to trust the process. That's what we need. So there we go. That's what I've got to say. Great performance today, though. Man of the match. Casemiro got a brace today. Rashford was good. Couldn't get a goal, though. Garnacho was good. I think Casemiro gets man of the match. I thought he was good in the midfield today. I thought Bruno was good in the midfield as well, though. He got a free kick goal. And another great one where he just made it look so easy in the second half as well. Capitalised on the mistake and just easily skilled around all the Leicester defender around the keeper. Bruno played well. Bruno Casemiro played very well today in that midfield. But yeah, great stuff. We always need this. We need the players to always be playing with a positive mentality. That's the important thing, because I feel like that at Manchester United is what's been lacking. When they play well, they can do things like this. Come on, United.